Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Big Brother Chat with Carla
and Willie.
But yeah, so just to recap real quick with everyone what happened last week, week 11. Ooh. Yes, it was a sad week in the BB house.
It was a lot of tears, a lot of
arguments, big blow up,
big fight, house meeting, a lot of back and forth, and as you've probably already seen, the decision on who they were going to vote out didn't come down to like the last hour before the live eviction show last week.
Exactly.
So why don't you recap and tell us?
Yeah, so by a unanimous vote, it was 2-0, and Tommy was evicted into the jury house. By Tommy. Yeah. Which
was very sad to see.
It was.
I don't understand how this all happened. That day, the feeds were down the whole day. Early in the morning, Nicole called for a house meeting. There hasn't been too many house meetings this season, one other, I think. And she'd always wanted to do that, and they did, and then the feeds cut, and then the feeds were out until after. Yeah. Afterwards, after the show.
Yeah. So again, we feel that people keep making stupid moves and stupid mistakes, and that whole thing with the blow up with Tommy and Mickey, it all started because guess what? People aren't secretive when they meet.
Right.
So they walk right past Mickey's HOH room, and guess what?
Of all places to sit and meet, it was on that upstairs room, where he would have easy access to that.
Exactly.
So that was stupid on their part.
Yeah.
Really, really stupid.
So he twisted it. He used what he heard against Tommy and made up a lie. And you know what?
Stuck to it and hasn't faltered. I mean, straight face. The man can lie. So he convinced Nicole and Cliff to vote out Tommy, which will, in the end, cost them the game.
Yeah.
It's going to cost Cliff's game already. Because Nicole wanted to keep Tommy up until almost the very end. Cliff kept working on Nicole because he wanted Tommy out.
Yeah.
So Cliff sank his own ship. As far as I'm concerned, he created that mess, and because of it, luckily he's the casualty and not Nicole.
Exactly.
People would be outraged if it was the other way around. And I know a lot of people like Cliff.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Cliff fan. There's something about him. He's very calculating, very...
Here they play that snake sound every time he's up there. So
he plays... I feel like he's playing a character on the game. Mickey does that as well, but he is doing it too. It doesn't seem genuine. I guess that's the best word, is genuine. So, I won't be super sad to see him go. However, I'd rather see him there than Mickey or Holly.
Yeah.
But I can't believe I'm going to say this, but if it gets down to Holly and Mickey, or one of them in the end, they have played Big Brother. Mickey this last week has done some of the scheming that we've all been yearning for all season, and we're finally getting it in the last couple weeks.
Exactly. But anywho, so the HOH happened, and it was one of the hanging comps.
Yes, where they swing around and get clunked into something this year. It was a tractor trailer rig front, and there was an agreement going into the comp.
So their agreement was if they kept Holly, she needed to throw the comp.
Can you believe it? Holly, Miss Comp Beast.
I know.
I know it killed her. You know it did. So that was going in the comp. Now, typically on these endurance comps, the feeds come back and we get to see it play out. Typically a couple hours. This season, less than an hour for most of them. This time, the feeds come back and Nicole's still on, but everybody else is down, and she's just waiting for confirmation that she's won. So, womp. A big letdown.
Yeah.
So production was mad. They take an enormous amount of time, and I'm sure cost to get these things built, and
it was less than 15 minutes.
I know.
Okay. But it is what it is, and you know what? Hey, Nicole is going to final 3.
Right. And regardless of whether it was thrown to her, she can use that in the end, should she come down to the final 2, that she did in fact win, or she convinced those players to allow her to win. Either way, good game strategy
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned. She can use it to her advantage. So,
But yeah, so the nominees, you want to tell them who got put on the block?
well, of
No
course.
shocker.
No shocker. Holly and Mickey. She wasn't going to go against Cliff, but I have a feeling that if she finds out some of the things that Cliff has been saying, which Mickey has kind of been alluding to that in their one-on-ones the past couple of days, she's going to find out that Cliff has not had her in his best interest.
Mm-hmm.
So he has thrown her under the bus multiple times,
Yeah.
even though they've been a little bit of a team. So with that being said, Holly and Mickey are on the block. The POV has already been played.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler
You won't
alert.
see it until Thursday because they're
Yes.
not going to show anything until Thursday. They're going to show the game, but they ain't going to show who they're nominating.
Yeah.
Or how it's being worked
Yeah, they'll
out.
do the POV who won, but they won't do the results of who he's going to take down until
Exactly.
the live show on Thursday. So I'm assuming that this week they may recap some of that fight because they've got a whole hour to fill, and they're not going to do.
Well, they're going to do probably the final four, how they normally sit around the table and they
Yes.
reminisce.
Yes. They'll probably do some more jury. We've been craving for the jury, and they've been just putting out a lot of videos out there lately. They showed, I think I sent one to you, where they brought the BB comics to the jury house, so they all got their one comic.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool to see that video. So they'll probably show some of that, and then some of the other scheming that's been going on.
Yeah.
So
But anywho, spoiler alert, power of veto. Guess who won? No surprise.
Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
Mickey won, and for some reason, Cliff and Nicole, even going into this when he won, are thinking that he's gonna vote out. He's gonna take himself down. Holly will go up, and
Or you mean Cliff is going up?
Cliff's gonna go up against Holly, and then he's gonna vote out Holly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's gonna happen. He
No.
has been talking about it, but I think he's only talking about it to keep Nicole and them quiet.
Calm.
And
Yeah.
calm. So, because he's been attaching himself to Nicole a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
And that's what Tommy should have did to keep himself inside that house, and he
Yes.
did not. So
I don't feel that Tommy
he
did
gave
enough
up.
to save himself. He
I-
did. He did. You could see it come over his face. And Mickey attached himself to Nicole and hugged on her and loved on her and sat by her side for many reasons. To gain her trust and to give her a false sense of security, but also to prevent Tommy from coming in and doing the same thing.
Yep.
Man is smart. I gotta give it to him.
Oh yeah.
So we don't know what. I mean, it's possible, but I really don't think that that's gonna happen. Now Nicole and Cliff have been talking a lot. They've been pairing up a lot, and they've kind of come to the realization that they've made a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And
Multiple times.
multiple times. And I don't feel sorry for Cliff because he did this.
No,
himself.
they all did it to themselves.
Yeah. But their last ditch effort is going to be once you sharing what we were talking about.
So I really feel that they are going to just spin it and spin it and spin it and really try to keep Cliff in the house at this point.
Their
But
only game move is to tell Mickey that they're going to vote against him should it come to him and Holly.
yep.
And maybe that will scare him enough to realize, because you need 5 votes to win,
Uh-huh.
because there's 9 in jury. So
And he's guaranteed Tommy is not voting for him.
no. So
Nor
he's
is
got to
Christy.
really look at that. I don't know. It's hard to tell. We haven't seen a ton inside the jury house as far as them talking. Maybe we'll see some of that tonight, and we'll get a little bit insight into just how bitter or emotional that they are. They didn't seem to go out, too many of them, emotionally, as far as like, oh, crazy. And,
I think Sis was surprised.
well, yeah.
Kat was surprised.
But
Yeah,
she's been
she
on the
knew
block
it,
a lot.
yeah.
So she was kind of primed for it. I don't know. I think if it comes down to the two of them, it's gonna come down to, if it comes down to Holly and Mickey, it'll come down to who took who and who won.
Exactly. And I mean, honestly, it's when you're stacking up the jury house, you got to make sure that they're all on your side going in there.
And you gotta be good to those that are leaving, because those can taint the jury that are leaving. And I think that's what Mickey's trying to do now. He's trying to really keep them cool, keep them on his side. Him and Nicole got into it the other day, and then Holly came in, and that's when Nicole was really light bulb was going off, and she was getting upset and how stupid she had been. She flat out said, I've been dumb, to him. So, and he kept saying, no, you haven't. I could see him, his head throwing, yes, you have, yes, you have. So, yeah. So, we know the Power Veto winner, Mickey. Pretty sure he's going to save Holly, take himself down, and then, of course, vote Cliff out. So, we've talked about Cliff and Nicole making a huge mistake. Going to cost them the game. I think Cliff is now playing for America's Favorite Player.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who you want to vote for that. We haven't talked to Tom.
America's Favorite. It's kind of a toss-up a little bit.
I hear a lot of Tommy out there.
Tommy, I would say Sam was really good. But again, he was out before Jury House. So a lot of the times...
I don't know if anybody's ever won it.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
That any of those players have won. I'm not sure. I think it's always been a juror member. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I could see Sam. He can rally up, possibly. Who would you, if it was somebody from the jury, who would?
If it's someone from the jury, I would either go with Tommy.
Yeah.
Christy, unfortunately, because she did play a good game.
She did play a game. Mm-hmm.
And then Nick. I think Nick was a good one too because he stirred the pot a lot.
He did.
Who would you vote for?
If Nicole's not in the final two, I'd say Nicole. Nicole over Cliff.
Yeah.
Because I think Cliff, there's something about him rubs me the wrong way. I'm not sure. I just can't peg it. I'm not sure. So yeah. Anything else that you can think of that you remember seeing in the feeds?
Not a whole lot. I mean, the feeds have been quiet.
They've been quiet. They've been it's Mickey and Holly together, and then Cliff and Nicole. There's only 4 of them in the house, so they have that whole house to themselves. Now, Nicole won HOH, but she has given up her room to other people. To let them sleep up there. So I'm not sure why she does that, but she has.
I think she did it because Mickey and Holly, they gave it up when she won during the double. So I get it. She's trying to be fair. She's trying to make. Yeah. She's trying to keep positive votes.
All right. So let's talk about. We're down to 4. Mm-hmm. Soon to be down to 3, and that's going to take us into the last 2 episodes, Sundays, and then the finale, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about scenarios.
All right.
Okay. So given that Cliff is going this week, that's going to leave Nicole, Mickey, and Holly. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we know that they're going to battle for, the last HOH. Mm-hmm. So let's say if it's Nicole and Mickey, who do you think wins?
If it's between Nicole and Mickey, I think Nicole would have a good majority of the votes because they do see her in the jury house as an underdog, and they didn't expect her to be up there.
And they seem to be fighting for the underdog.
Yeah.
So, and they have to have 5 votes to win. Mm-hmm. So I think Nicole, especially if she could win that final HOH and then were to take Mickey, I think she'd take Mickey over Holly. Mm-hmm. Because I think she knows she could beat Mickey in the end. Yeah. And I'm not sure about Holly because Holly would have Sis and maybe Kat. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I think that. All right, so if it's Nicole and Holly.
Ooh, that's going to be hard.
That's going to be a tight race,
yeah.
I think.
I think they both played a good game if it gets down to just those 2 girls. Right. And that would be another piece, too, that she could argue to get to jury is there's, or not to jury, but to the final 2 is, 2 girls up there.
Right, which Jess wanted, Kat kind of wanted, Christy said she kind of wanted. So that would be a hard one to do. That would probably be the hardest of the 3 scenarios.
Yeah.
So I think because Holly's got Jack's, Mickey's, and probably Sis. There's 2 definites right there. Then if it comes down to the last scenario, Mickey and Holly, the last, couple, who do you think's going to win?
I honestly think Mickey would take it.
I think Mickey will too.
Yeah, just because everyone respects game.
Yes, and Holly has been seen as
she's just
riding
been
the coattails, even though she has won some comps.
She's won some,
but the way that Mickey has been strategic, he has kept her out of the loop on a lot of that back dealing.
Yeah.
So he's been the game player. Mm-hmm. So I think that if it comes down to 2 of them, he wins, and he knows it.
Yeah.
Because of the way that he would kind of shush her, and he did the moves.
Yeah. And I think honestly, like, she has been on the back end of burning other people too,
Yeah.
because she is guilty by association.
Yes.
So, and like Tommy was screaming, stand up for yourself, play your own game,
Right,
play
and
your own
see,
game.
that's in the forefront. That's where it's important about those people that you send to jury. So that's probably one of the first things that Tommy has said to everybody is that Mickey is controlling her, and she wouldn't speak up to defend when she knew in fact that he was lying. Because she just kind of sat there quiet, like this and everything. And Tommy got very emotional. He allowed his emotion to dictate what he said.
He could have blew up more of Mickey's game than anything.
And he held back.
Yeah.
He held back, and I was really surprised. I really thought that he would fend for himself, knowing that he was going to walk out the door if he didn't. And so that was the sad part, is that, he's a gamer. He's watched Big Brother, I believe, and he allowed that to happen.
I mean, honestly, it's all on who you send to jury and how they stack it for you. So Mickey hasn't really stacked it that well in there, honestly. I mean, he did start some fights with a handful of all the folks in there.
Well, and it may come down to his behavior at the beginning. And to us, it seems like a long time. They're in their 90-something day today. However, that's all they've lived and breathed. They haven't had the other life distractions that we have. TVs, all this other stuff. They live and breathe Big Brother and the happenings inside the house. So they don't have those other distractions to sway them. So it's always right there. They remember all that stuff that happens, and we tend to forget some of the nastiness that Jack and Jackson did at the very beginning. So that could come back to haunt him, possibly.
Who knows?
So America's favorite, we talked about that. We talked about our predictions on the scenarios. But you didn't say who you'd like to see out of those 3 scenarios. Which one would you prefer best?
Honestly, I'd like to see Nicole. I like to see Nicole in a spot.
Yeah. Just because she kind of rose from the ashes, and really this past couple weeks has really, really come out with winning comps. I know the one was thrown to her, but she was in it to win it. We don't know that Holly would have won it.
Yeah, we don't know, but I mean,
we really don't know.
It was thrown, so, but she was in it. I mean, those endurance hanging comps are geared a little bit more towards the shorter,
Smaller.
more petite people, But I mean, honestly,
and Holly has not done well in the other endurances. Nicole has hung on for some of them a lot longer than she has. So it's possible. Holly said it was her comp to win. I don't know. I don't know that she would have done it. I don't know. So we'll never know.
Exactly.
But yeah. So you'd like to see Nicole, and Nicole against either Holly or Mickey. Which one?
I would honestly like to see her against Mickey, but again, I mean, his gameplay could get him the win on this too.
You just never know how
You
that
just
jury's
never
going to
know.
go. So why don't you guys comment down below? Let us know what you want to happen this week. If Cliff or Holly's leaving, pretty much Cliff's probably going to go. Well, you never know. You expect the unexpected, right?
Exactly.
And then let us know who you want to see in the final.
Yeah. Like, share, comment below, and then also to look out for. We only have two more videos we're putting out.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got one. This one, of course.
Yes. And then next week, you're actually going to be in Vegas.
I'm gonna be in Vegas, and hopefully I get to run into them in Vegas.
Yeah, that would be fun. So we're going to do something a little different next week. We're actually going to do something on Facebook.
Yes.
So I'll try to link our Facebook pages on this video. So if you want to check out, it's probably going to be a live video, and then of course we'll save it and post it. So next week won't be a YouTube video, but it'll be a Facebook video.
Exactly.
So let us know, guys. We're coming down to the end, and it's been a fun season.
I know. It's been a good season. It could have been a better
little
season.
letdown. Typically I latch to somebody and I fight for them the whole season. This season,
They've all been pegged off. Every one of our predictions have been pegged off.
not so much. But it makes me look forward to other seasons. I watch a lot of other Big Brothers from around the world, Canada especially. That'll be coming up in the springtime. And then, of course, we always have celebrity.
Yeah, celebrity should be coming up soon.
Yeah, that's always fun.
I'm excited for that one.
So we need to do a whole preview video of that, predicting who we might think might be on there. So stay tuned, guys. You just never know. Expect the unexpected with Carla and Willie.
Well, guys, have a great day. Again, like, share, comment below, and we look forward to seeing y'all.
Bye, y'all.